Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Robin and this is my channel, Oracle Rising. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. So, if you guys follow either one of my channels, either this one or Aries Fire Tarot, you might notice that I talk about Steve Noble, he's a guru in his own right, and he does all these free meditations on YouTube. I was listening to a particular one, and he was talking about the oversoul, and I thought, well, this is a term I haven't really heard before. And you guys know that I'm on my ascension journey, and I'm here to help and guide in any way with you guys as you awaken and on your journey of ascension. So I thought it would be a really good idea to talk about the oversoul. So I was doing some research today, and I found there was an article published in 1841 by Ralph Waldo Emerson where he discusses the oversoul, and it's basically a universal spirit that exists in all beings. And this is whether it's humans or vegetables, trees, animals. So there's a divine being that is interconnected between everything. And I found this was absolutely fascinating. And the more I read about it, the more it made sense. So I definitely wanted to share it with you. So when you think about an oversoul, it really means that we're all divinely connected. So, everyone you meet, everyone that you come into contact with, everything that you touch, everything that you can see and feel is divinely connected. Like, everything theoretically has a spirit. So, you can choose to agree or disagree or think it's a great idea to do more discovery and research on your own. And I invite you to take whatever aspect you like. But I think this is just so true. And this is why, we share a universal consciousness. And this is also why we should send love to everyone and everything because of this connection. So if there's an oversoul that connects everybody, it means that we're all basically breathing the same air and sharing the same heartbeat and the same sort of like giant brain, right? We're all woven from the same fabric. So let me talk about this. So if we're feeling hate or jealousy or against others, you're projecting those outward. You're actually directing it towards yourself, because even though we might be separated by a physical body, our energy body is one and the same. So this is why this is like connected to the law of attraction. Like, everything that you put out is going to come back to you because it basically is you. Does that make sense? It's like looking at yourself in the mirror and saying a bunch of nasty stuff to yourself and expecting you not to be unaffected, because the reflection in the mirror is you. So people around you are a reflection of you also, and not just people, animals, gardens, forests, the ocean, everything. So if you're seeing negativity in your life, it's because you're putting out there, and everything that resonates with that energy is being populated in your experience because it is you. So I found something else too. This can also relate to your immediate soul group. And this is your soul contract connection. So I feel strongly enough about this one to do a separate video on it, your soul group and your soul contract. This is people that you spend basically all of your incarnations connecting with down here on Earth, on the 3D matrix. This is a teaching and learning planet. So you could just come back and relive experiences with different people in your soul group over and over again, but you switch roles. So if you feel that you bump into somebody and you feel immediately connected to them, they could be somebody that is part of your soul group. And I find this is a very fascinating subject, and something that like I said before, it deserves a little bit more attention, because I believe it's absolutely true, and people can come back in the same families over and over again, but in different roles, so that your soul can experience how it feels to be in different situations. So this universal oversoul relates to universal consciousness. We have one mind, we have one soul, and we have eternal bonds. So I don't know if you've ever heard it described that the universe is experiencing itself through all facets, everything that's around you. It's like, and the one thing that comes to mind right now, it's kind of like a weed. You know how when a weed, it just kind of travels underneath the ground and it pops up all over the place, and it just comes from this one great big weed over here. And I know it's a bad analogy, but it's the only thing I can think of right now. Like everything does come from this one big, let's say, universal consciousness, and it spreads roots out and shoots, so it can grow in different areas and see, oh, what's the sunshine over here like? Or, will I get watered over here? Or what are the people like over here? So everything around you, every single thing, vibrates with the energy of universal consciousness. And we are really divinely connected as one entity together, but it can be very hard to see that because of the separateness of the human condition. And that's why there's so many people coming out right now. You might have noticed that there's a lot of spiritual minded people showing up on your timeline, on your Instagram. You could be meeting people that are very spiritual, or hearing things like light workers or light warriors, because these are people that are a little bit more conscious of the fact that everybody is one, and your energy changes, but it never goes away. So you're always going to have an impact on this life, and depending on what side of the veil you are and where you exist in universal consciousness, it could have an impact here or on other planets. But this is like, it's such a deep subject, you guys, and I found this so fascinating that everybody has their own facet of a soul, but it's all held together by a giant oversoul, which could be the God source, the universe, where everything was bound in creation. So I really want to do a little bit more research about this, you guys, but I wanted to get something out here so that you guys can have something to think about, do research on, something to talk about. Definitely let me know in the comments what you think, your experience with the oversoul, your opinion of the soul. Some people don't believe in anything like that at all, like agnostics or atheists. They don't really believe that souls reincarnate, but I'm on the other side of the spectrum, and I do believe that everybody and everything is connected and guided by a universal consciousness. And now this oversoul theory is just like, I'm obsessed with it. So expect more from me on this. But in the meantime, something to ponder, you guys. And I hope it was really inspirational and giving you something else to reach for on your ascension path. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys, and namaste. Bye for now. Bye.